The education campaign to combat sex trafficking and exploitation is in its second year at the Halton District School Board. The most recent information session for parents and students was hosted at Georgetown District High School. Jason Trout reports.
It began at the age of 15. That's when Michelle Frigiueli was first approached on social media and befriended by those who would eventually control and victimize her. It was a slow process through what's known as the grooming stage into coercion and eventually manipulation. The process meant to play on a victim's emotions.
In the majority of cases, it's known as a Romeo pimp. They use that romance technique, often pose as a partner. They win them over with love bombing, trust, and that way it's an easier step to the exploitation, and it's harder for that victim to get away, and that's where we see those signs of that Stockholm Syndrome relationship and why there's such a tight bond.
Frigiueli admits that low self-esteem was also a key factor in her being victimized. Some of the more outward signs that are representative for EFRI Hope and Help for Women says people may notice in someone who's being trafficked are having multiple phones, attendance issues at school, dropping grades, and substance abuse. Sampson noted that although there's progress at the educational level, one of the biggest struggles for youth is understanding what's healthy and what's not healthy in a relationship.
The lines are blurred a lot in society and popular culture, music, videos, that kind of stuff. So if you're able to talk to them, like I said before, it has to be very black or white, that this is okay and this is not. You can't have it be some sort of middle ground, because then they get confused and they see what is happening in movies and videos and think, okay, this is normal, but just because it's normal doesn't mean it's acceptable.
During the presentation, it was noted that for each victim of sex trafficking, the trafficker can make as much as $250,000 a year. In Halton, regional police work closely with neighboring forces to investigate, arrest, and lay charges.
In 2023, we had charged 20 different accused, over 140 charges total. And one of the most important things of that as well is we actually saved 20 victims from human trafficking in 2023.
Even with that progress and these information sessions, the manager of community engagement and volunteer programs at EFRI shared that the number of clients they're serving has not declined. Instead, there's a wait list for the services that are available.
The crisis house, for instance, we have 8 beds and they can stay up until 6 months. However, that time frame can be extended depending on circumstances, right? And then I mentioned that we do have the transitional house as well. Same thing, 8 beds. And there the individuals can stay up to 2 years, getting wraparound supports to help them just kind of, regain control of their own lives.
We are miles away from where we need. We need a whole bunch more funding. Housing continues to be such a huge issue. If more funding doesn't get dedicated to human trafficking, especially in housing and preventative education, we will not eradicate this crime.
Resources are available on the anti-sex trafficking page of the Halton District School Board website and through EFRI's website. Jason Trout for Halton News in Georgetown.